Welcome back to the show. One of the best parts about reading a memoir is really getting to experience what it's like to walk in another's shoes. Anti-Man is dubbed as a hybrid memoir by poet and translator Rajiv Mohabir. It tackles the intersections of race, sexuality, and cultural heritage. And I'm joined now by Rajiv along with fellow Seattle author Mortada Gzar, who will be in conversation together tonight at Elliott Bay Book Company. Welcome both of you to the show.
Thank you.
First of all, Rajiv, tell us about the new book. It's being described as a hybrid memoir, and I hadn't heard that before. What does that mean?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you. It's such an honor to be here with you, Susie, and then you also, Mortada. So hybrid memoir is really a memoir that blends multiple genres. So in the case of Anti-Man, I use narrative prose, essay-style personal narrative, and I blend that with translation of my grandmother's folk songs that she taught me, as well as direct transcriptions of conversations that we've had that cycle in and out of the languages that she spoke, which include Caribbean Hindustani or Guyanese Bhojpuri, as well as Guyanese Creole. And so really this is a mishmash. I've also put in kind of like speculative things that happen in this this chunk of my life.
I love that. For both of you, what's the value of writing about the unseen or underrepresented immigrant to the U.S.?
It's really very interesting topic. For me, it was kind of introducing myself to the new community I'm in, because I grew up a writer. I published my first book when I was 20, so wow. I feel it's like, and I don't talk a lot. I'm not very social person, so I always thought like writing is a good. It's a good way to introduce myself to people. It's my way of communication to people, and it works. Like people, I had the opportunity to write everything I want inside a book. So for me, writing a memoir is kind of a way of knowing people and make people know me well, and to introduce myself to this beautiful city.
I like that idea, the idea of introducing yourself through your words. How about you?
Yeah, I think that writing from my specific community helps to bring awareness to, the people that I come from. I am from a community of people from Guyana, South America, who are ethnically Indian, brought to the New World, brought to the Western Hemisphere in the 1800s to work on the sugarcane plantations. When people think of Indian immigration to the United States, they usually think of people who are recently immigrated from the subcontinent, in the 60s and after, the brain drain of the global South. But for my family, we were unlettered farmers and rice and sugarcane cultivators.
I like how you said unlettered, in the sense that that gives us a picture too. A story just as important to tell, but it hasn't been told. So as a poet and a translator, Rajiv, what's it like writing poetry and prose? Because they can be so different.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
One prose so direct, and then poetry not so direct.
It's true. I used to, as a poet, primarily, I would laugh at my friends who would write prose and be like, I'll never write prose. That's like...
Anyone can do that?
Well, it's not so much that, but in that, like, the sensibility when it comes to the line and what you want to articulate. With poetry, time is more elastic. With prose, time is elastic, but just in a very different kind of way.
Yeah, that's very good. We were talking earlier. He asked me, have I ever wrote poetry or something, or poems? I said no. Even my people, the cultural literature scene I came from, mostly people write poems. So I said my style of writing is kind of poetic.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah.
And you're also working on a new book.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I've been working on a collection of poems that comes out in 2023 from 4-Way Books, and it's called Whale Aria. And I look at the natural history of the humpback whale, its migration patterns in the Pacific Ocean, going from Alaska to Hawaii, and think through their songs.
You were just keeping us guessing all the way through. I love that. What can people expect tonight at the event?
I want it to be very fun. Like this, like a very
whales, poems.
Yeah, yeah. Just to, I think we will make a conversation. I love the Elliott book. It's my favorite bookstore.
Isn't it wonderful?
So it's really the right place for me to to be happy and comfortable. So I think it's going to be very good conversation about a lot of things. Of course, it's going to be talk about immigration, people here, live, yeah.
All right, wonderful. What a wonderful night. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing. And remember, Rajiv and Mortada will be in conversation tonight at Elliott Bay Books on Seattle's Capitol Hill at 7 p.m. What a good conversation.